You heard in the first reading, the book of Genesis. This is sacred ground for me and for us as people of faith. This is Jacob's ladder. This is the story of that. He sees a stairway or a ladder or whatever you have it, and angels going up and down, symbolizing that God is in this place and he bestows blessings on it and its people. The name Jacob, Yaakov, means one who follows or supplanter. Because what happened is, if you remember, him and Esau were in the womb, and hairy little Esau came out first, and Jacob came out grabbing his heel. It's in there, just read Genesis. So Jacob was coming, and he wanted to come out too. Jacob, the Genesis character, is a liar. He's a cheater. He's a scoundrel. And he cheats his brother out of his birthright. Then he runs away like a baby. And when someone else cheats him and tries to do the same thing by switching daughters, he throws a fit. Jacob is not an attractive person, and he's not really worthy to inherit, the things that God gives him or has promised him and his descendants. But still, God picks him. I don't know why. But Jacob is still picked to inherit this massive title of being one of the patriarchs, being a great leader, and leading thousands of generations after him in the line of Abraham and all the way down to us today. Jacob becomes Israel. God renames him Israel. So whenever God is talking to Jacob, or God is talking to Israel, he's also talking to us as well, because we are the new Israel. We are the new Jerusalem. We are a group of liars and cheaters and sinners and people who've been afflicted with sin for years and years, just like the woman in the gospel. But if only we could touch him and have faith, then he'll cure us and restore everything that is owed to us, just by being his children. And so these words are not spoken just to some liar who's wandering around in the desert, but these words I'm about to read from the first reading are to every single one of us, because we're accepted and because we're loved by the Lord. I, the Lord, am the God of your forefather Abraham, the God of Isaac. The land on which you are lying I will give to you and your descendants. These shall be as plentiful as the dust of the earth, and through them you shall spread out east and west, north and south, and in your descendants all the nations of the earth shall find blessing. Know that I am with you. I will protect you wherever you go, and bring you back to this land. I will never leave you until I have done what I promised you. And so because we gather today, post-resurrection, we gather in this church, we gather as this community, we can have faith, reach out and touch the Lord and be cured of all our afflictions, all our lies, all our sin, everything that has afflicted us for so many years, just like Jacob and just like the woman in the gospel. When we reach out in just a few minutes to receive the Eucharist, we're going to touch him. And then we can say, just like Jacob, in solemn wonder, he cried out, "Truly the Lord is in this spot, although I did not know it." And this is a gateway to heaven. Amen.